Shit. Boys, you ain't gonna believe it. We're 2-0. An amazing game this was from the Indianapolis Colts. We had definitely some mistakes, some things to clean up. Very close to losing the game. Nothing about this game was perfect like the last one. But I really feel that we have something. I'm not ready to crown Daniel Jones like a lot of Colts fans are. I'm not ready for that yet. But what I will say is I am very impressed with Daniel Jones to this point. I think that what I'm learning in the last year or so of my life, and being a football fan that is that a lot of, and you hear people say this, what I'm about to say. By the way, I'm going no notes today. I'm going to see how that works out. I'm going to I have some stats pulled up that I'm going to use in a minute, but anyway. So what I've been learning over the last, like I said, year, and again, you hear football players say this a lot, but you don't really think about it, but it's probably the most thing that impacts the game the most, other than ability, natural physical ability. And that is situations. The situation that you're in. Does the situation, and the really situation there means team. Like, the Browns haven't really had a very successful team in a long time. And I mean, in all actuality, a lot of that goes all the way up to the ownership. It's the situation you're in. Like, and what really, really got me thinking about this is after Jim Irsay died, and I'm not hating on Jim Irsay at all. It's not what this is about. But right before he died and after he died, both of those, like, since this off season, we have been aggressive. We have been different than past. And a lot of people say that, Chris Ballard changed, was different. Chris Ballard learned this. It's like, I don't think that that's really what went down here. I don't personally believe that Chris Ballard had this big change of heart. I think it really came down to leadership, and leadership being the owner, And so whenever the owner switched, and I think what happened is when because Carly Ursay Gordon, the new really owner of the Colts, her sisters are also there too. Do not get me wrong, but she's really like the main kind of one. So when she started being, like, last season, she was on the field, headset on, learning the game, just like she is this year. But when I learned that, I'm like, what I really think's happening here is Jim and his daughters kind of understand that this is inevitable. His death is inevitable. And that, so we're kind of going to try to transfer power now, kind of start letting you make some decisions. Because he reportedly had overdosed a couple other times. So I think they were scared. And so, also, his doctor is really sketchy. I told you I wasn't going to talk about the Jim Irsay thing. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say, one, he had overdosed multiple times over the last few years. And two, his doctor is the one continually giving him all of this medicine. Look up the story, okay? Anyway, not the point of this at all. What I'm trying to say is, when the whole leadership switched, when everything kind of switched, we started moving different. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting these, free agents. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Getting these free agents, like Cam Bynum and Mooney Ward and Daniel Jones and all that. I really think that the switch did good for the team. We were more aggressive, like I said. So I'm saying all that to say this. When we went into this season, I had thoughts that it could get better, but I wasn't optimistic. I didn't really believe in Daniel Jones, and it's logical to not. 24-44-1. We've went over the record. You heard every Colts people talk about it a million times. 24-44-1 is not good. Okay, that's not a winning record. So when he comes in, we don't expect him to win, right? And when he does, we're surprised. So when he has played the way he has played, first game was unbelievable. I'm starting to think that maybe we just played a Dolphins team who was in all defeated. But he came out that first game and I'm like, this is great. This is a very good thing, but I'm not sure that this means that he's great at anything. He's just good. And maybe he doesn't have to be great. Maybe he just has to think and knock his way down the field. But a couple of long passes down the field, and now after this game, which was just crazy, like a game that we could have played a lot better in, a game that we missed Mooney Ward in. Mooney Ward makes the whole defense just different. It changes things. He changes things. Excuse me. You can tell if you watch this game versus last game. But the interception by Cam Bynum, the efficiency by Jonathan Taylor, over 200 yards. Let me see how many he had. I actually have it pulled up. Look at that. Jonathan Taylor had 165 rushing yards. I think he had 50 receiving. I think it's right here as well. Jonathan Taylor, 2 for 50. 4 touchdown. Him and Daniel Jones scored the only 2 touchdowns today. Let's see who else had a good game here. So we had JT, good game. Daniel Jones went 23 for 34 for 316 yards and a touchdown with no interceptions. No interceptions is good. I think if there was one interception, we lose this game. Definitely. Rushing, Daniel Jones had 6 attempts for 2 yards. Tyler Wharton had 1 attempt for no yards. Receiving, the most receptions was by Josh Downs today for 51 yards, average of 8.5 yards per reception. Tyler Wharton went 4 for 79 with an average of 19.8 yards per reception. Alec Pierce, 4 receptions for 68 yards, 17 average. Pittman, 4 for 40. Jonathan Taylor, 2 for 50 with a touchdown. And Mo Alley Cox had a reception for 8 yards. And A.D. Mitchell, 2 for 40 or 2 for 20. So that's pretty good. I mean, again, this is a game we could have done a lot better in, but we ended up winning in a crazy way at the end. If you've not seen this, this clip, it's crazy. So we kick a 60-yarder, miss it to the right. Dude jumps over. So it's called a leverage penalty, where this lineman jumped over Luke Rhodes, the long snapper. So, that was pretty cool. They called it a 15-yard penalty, which I thought was only a 5-yard, but they called it 15 yards, and so it went from a 60-yarder to a 45-yarder. Spencer Schrader hasn't missed a field goal yet, or a kick yet. So, 473 total yards from the Colts, only 324 from the Broncos, 206 passing yards from the Broncos, and 306 from the Colts. 167 yards rushing from the Colts and 118 from the Broncos. So we did better than them at every single category, actually. See, this is the blue ones over here that we won, and when it says 0 punts versus 3, That might be blue over there. And then this blue over here is interceptions thrown. So, we did do better than them at almost everything. So maybe I'm complaining. You can't argue with winning. Like my friend Kent Sterling always says, you can't argue with winning, and I get that. But definitely some things to clean up. A crazy win, a great game. And just all in all, I'm happy again. I am. I'm once again excited about being a Colts fan. Went into the season with very low expectations. And, you know, for the most part, I thought that Daniel Jones is going to be himself. But like I was talking at the beginning of this video, like I said, situation is so important. And the situation in New York was not very good. Not a lot of weapons, really. We have such a good. We don't have a great team. The Colts don't have a great team. We have a very good team. We have all around very good pieces. Nobody on the field is elite, maybe other than DeForest Buckner, but even him, maybe not elite of the elite. But like, we don't have anybody like Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. We don't. You know, like, we have very good players who all work together and come together for a common goal to win the game. I think we will be tested. I think the Tennessee Titans will unfortunately not be a test. But Titans, it does get a little more rough. If we lose to the Titans, I'm gonna be upset because that's who we are as a team, and I want us to change. It's like that's the whole point of what I was talking about at the beginning of this video. Like, everything has changed. I feel like we're getting to where we can win now, and I don't want that to change. So I'm still not ready to crown Daniel Jones yet. I need you guys to know this. I hope week 8, I can tell you, man, I'm so excited Daniel Jones is the quarterback of my team. And right now I'm happy about it. I'm not excited, but I'm happy about it. It's good. You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference. There's a very, very, very big difference between being happy about something. I'm happy about it. I'm very happy that the Colts are winning. Like, I'm very happy they won this last game. But I'm not excited. I was excited at the end of the game. One of the most, like, top 5 craziest games I've ever watched in my life, and it was with my team, and that's nuts. So, and that's, you know, what's crazy is a couple of those with the Indiana Pacers, like, but anyway, so a very crazy game altogether, but ending. So it was a great game. I'm not saying that, but it didn't give me a tons of hope. You know, our kicker's great. Our team is good. Maybe Spencer Schrader is great. I said earlier, nobody's great. Maybe the other than DeForest. I think Spencer Schrader's great. Actually, went out and added him in fantasy because he's a free agent. So fuck it. Then after the Titans, if we beat the Titans, I hope we do. Then we play the Rams. And that worries me a bit. They're good. Puka Nacua is really good. And I think he's a lot of that team. Then after that, we play the Raiders, who are not going down without a fight for sure. And then, Cardinals after that, which isn't bad. Then we got Chargers. That's going to be a tough game. Titans again. Steelers. Falcons. Chiefs. Texans. And the Jaguars. And then the Seahawks. And the 49ers. And the Jaguars. And the Texans again. Like, these are not easy opponents. So, we're going to have to be better than good. We're going to have to be put near great to beat the Chiefs and some of these other people, okay? So, I am excited. I'm happy about this win. I just hope we continue it. We can sustain all this success and
Jonathan Taylor I just need to say this, had such a great game. Like, crazy. I love to see that out of him. We got to keep having that out of him, especially in these games versus those tough opponents. And 9 straight drives with the... we have not punted yet, 2 games. So, I mean, we keep that up, we win lots and lots of games. So, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you all have a great day.